Hello and welcome, dear listener. This is your lifestyle radio, Breeze 91.9 FM, transmitting live from Ijoka area in Akure City, the Sunshine State capital, of course. Today is Monday and the sixth day in the month of December 2021. Thank you so much for joining us this time. Thank you for keeping your dial locked on this frequency that wins every day since our transmission began in the morning. And it's time to talk about sundry national issues again. This is where we talk the state of the nation every week from 5 till 6 in the evening, every Monday. It is Panorama, and we have segments on the program. The first part is where we take trending headlines, and the second part, we host guests for the week. And the last part is where you join the conversation via our studio lines and our Facebook page. We are live already on Breeze 91.9 FM's Facebook handle. I am your regular host. Thank you so much for joining us on this edition of Panorama. It promises to be an informative edition. Please stay with us. Alright, you're welcome back, and we begin with this headline on the Daily Post newspaper. The publication of this paper for December 2021, 3rd December 2021. The headline reads, "Removal of fuel subsidy will worsen economic hardship, adding criminals, University Dawn." Former head of Department of Economics, Ahmadu Bello University, Zaria, Professor Yusuf Dalhatu, on Friday kicked against the federal government's plan to remove fuel subsidy. Daily Post recalls that on November 23, 2021, the Nigerian Minister of Finance, Budget and National Planning, Zainab Ahmed, during the launch of the World Bank Nigeria Development Update, NDU, said the federal government would remove fuel subsidy and replace it with a monthly 5,000 naira transport grant to poor Nigerians. According to her, the transport grant will target to about 30 to 40 million Nigerians who make up the poorest population of the country. However, Professor Dalhatu was speaking to Daily Post in Kaduna on Friday, frowned at the decision to remove fuel subsidy, describing it as premature and disastrous to Nigerians, especially in this critical period when every household was facing challenges of insecurity, hunger, lack, coupled with poor healthy environment. He said if fuel subsidy is removed, Nigerians can no longer breathe due to economic suffocation, as the cost of transportation will shoot up and become unbearable. Adding that majority of micro, small and medium enterprises which depend on fuel for their power generating set due to epileptic power supply will fold up. We have a long quote there coming from this University Dawn. Still interested in the story, the publication of Daily Post newspaper for December 3rd, 2021. Removal of fuel subsidy will worsen economic hardship, adding criminals, University Dawn. And coming today's headline on the Punch newspaper, 4th December 2021, Nigeria may split before 2023 elections on Nayekon. As preparations for the next general elections gathers momentum, a former Catholic Archbishop of Abuja Diocese, John Cardinal Onayekon, has raised the fears that Nigeria may split before 2023 because of the sad realities in the country, including security challenges. He said Nigerian leaders would always want to remain in office even after their tenure because of greed, wickedness and stupidity. The cleric stated that one of the obstacles that had been threatening democracy in Nigeria was that incumbent government did not want free and fair election. He said there is no reason why the spate of insecurity should continue like this till 2023. There is no reason why we should not be able to finally settle this problem before the year 2022 is over. If it's not over, it means we have failed as a nation, and the question will no longer be whether we can have election or not, but whether it makes sense even having an election because we don't have a country. The matter is serious. As for the election, we are not even sure whether Nigeria will be one country or whether we would have an independent country. So those are issues we must face now. As for holding election, it is not a big deal. Really, election is a normal practice, and in a democratic environment, if the environment is really democratic and peaceful, the election will come by its own. This story can be seen on the 4th December publication of the Punch newspaper. And coming to today, 6th December 2021, on the Vanguard newspaper, insecurity, enough is enough. Northern youth tell Buhari, and rider to that, demand sack of NSA. Northern youths have called for the review of security architecture and the immediate sack of the National Security Advisor, Major General Babangana Muguno, retired, over the massive killings and raiding of communities in the north by bandits, Boko Haram insurgents, ISWAP and other terrorist groups rampaging the region. The group, a coalition of Northern Youth Group under the Northern Ethnic Group Assembly, in the statement signed on Sunday by its spokesperson, Mr. Ibrahim Dan Musa, said the call has become pertinent following the worsening insecurity in the north. The coalition further decried the persistent killings that have strikingly affected northern Nigeria and our economy, calling on President Muhammadu Buhari to decisively tackle the continued insecurity sharing northern Nigeria. The group also gave a 14-day ultimatum to the federal government to stop the killings in the north, warning that it will be left with no option than to mobilize citizens for protest until the government is completely shut down. We have a long read here on the Vanguard newspaper today. The headline reads, insecurity, enough is enough. Northern youth tell Buhari. All right, that will be all on the first segment of the program. We take a break. We will be back shortly. Please stay with us. Alright, welcome back. You're still listening to Panorama on Breeze 91.9 FM, transmitting live from Ijoka in Akure, the Sunshine State capital. And my guest today, that we will be extracting the state of the nation today. We are looking at Nigeria today, all sectors in Nigeria, what is wrong with Nigeria, solutions to Nigeria problems. And I have with me in the studio the senior pastor of Awaiting the Second Coming of Jesus Christ to Ministry, Pastor Giwa. Thank you so much for coming on Panorama this evening.
Good evening, moderator, and good evening, listeners, wherever you are. God bless you.
Amen. God bless me too. Let me
God bless
grab
you
that.
too.
Okay. All right. Let's begin with your analysis of the state of Nigeria today.
Well, I really want to thank you for inviting me to this program. As a matter of fact, because people don't want us to say the truth. But the truth is the truth, and nothing but the truth. I was traveling to the United States about 2 years ago, and God revealed to me the solution. Let me put it this way: permanent solution to Nigeria's problems. It took me to Genesis chapter 13, where Abraham and Lot had a similar problem like we are currently facing in Nigeria. There was a crisis between the herdsmen of Abraham and the herdsmen of Lot. They were relatives. Then Abraham had to call Lot, come, we are relatives. We don't need to continue fighting ourselves. I have come with a solution. When you go to the east, I will go to the west. When you go to the west, I will go to the east. They separated. And that resolved the crisis between them. Since 1914, that should be, by our calculation, should be 107 years that we have been together as a country. They like to use this adjective, one Nigeria. Let me use it, let me describe it. We have been together as one Nigeria in the last 107 years. And nothing good has come out of it. Let's try disintegration. Let's try division. Let's allow each region to manage its resources. God told me that each will permanently solve our problems. But it seems that the more we say it, the more they attack us. The more we say it, the more they come and say, no, this is not the solution. We need one Nigeria. When people are suffering, it shouldn't be.
All right, let's look at this today. We've seen wanton killings carried out by bandits across the country, as you said. And some people are saying it is the responsibility of government, while some are saying we should all take the responsibility of security upon us. Where do you stand?
Everything lies on leadership.
Okay.
We have not been able to have a leader like biblical Samuel. When you read 1 Samuel chapter 12, precisely, Samuel had to call the people of Israel He tested his integrity before the people. He called them. He says, have I ever defrauded you? Have I ever taken any bribe from you? Please tell me, let me know. If you let me know, I shall return whatever I have taken. And the people replied and said, no, you have led us in the path of righteousness. It's unfortunate that our leaders have not led us in the path of righteousness. The truth must be told. We have governors across the country. They collect security vote every month. Ondo State has a case study. The governor collects nothing less than maybe 500 million or over 500 million. My question is very simple. What are they being able to do with the money they are collecting? The security votes they collect every month. Are they be able to manage security very well? When the head is bad, the whole body is bad. So they have to show us that they are capable as leaders to lead us. And we, the followers, we follow and do the right thing.
All right, so now, earlier you mentioned disintegration, parting ways. Each region should go his or her way. And now, let's look at this disintegration. For what does it portend for each region? What does it portend for Yorubas? How do we manage our resources? Is it even good at this time for us to, to disintegrate from the whole country?
It is very good. We have resources. Let us go back to the old system that we practiced in Nigeria. We have managed our resources before. We had free education. We can go back to this. We can go back to this system. We have so many resources here in Ondo State. We have ceramic. We have different resources in Ondo State that we can manage. We can use to cater for the needs of our people. So we have resources. We have resources. Anybody that tells you that we don't have resources, that person is deceiving himself. We have enough resources to take care of our region, to take care of our people, to make our people, feel the impact, the positive impact of the government.
And that means you support the solution of power now, that some Southwest governors are yearning for in recent meetings they've held.
Let me tell you the fact. You see, 1999, that constitution that binds us, that joins us together, is bad. And they have refused to review and to give us another constitution. The presidencies has refused to adopt restructuring. We cried for restructuring, they said no. Don't forget. We cried for regionalism, they said no. We cried for division, they are saying no. Then we should put the question to them that, what is the solution? Way out? Let them tell us the way out, where to go that can solve the problems. They have to tell us, because we have come out to tell them that let us try these solutions. They turn them down. So let them come with the solution.
And now that you're talking about splitting now, maybe Yorubas should secede, Igbos should secede, and Hausas should be on their own.
It's in the Bible.
You know now that there is no way we won't interact,
That does not.
Okay.
Let me clear it. When you say division, that does not mean that I, Yoruba, cannot travel to the north anymore to go back buy something. Or I cannot travel to the east anymore. No, it doesn't mean that. We can still be late. We can still go to the east. I can still go to the east. I can still go to the north and do whatever I want to do. That doesn't mean that.
So is secession now the solution to?
It's the permanent solution.
Is to some now, in my own opinion now.
Okay.
But for insecurity, is secession solution to insecurity?
The insecurity you are talking about lies, I told you, lies on leadership. The security vote that our governors collect every month. How are they been able to manage it? That is the question. Because when they inject those security votes on security, when they really love their people, they will be sincere and inject those money on security and take care of the people. They have Amotekun, right? And I have to commend them. Let me commend them that they are doing great jobs, But our governors need to come out and spend these security votes in order to save the lives of the people. Like I was coming from Igoba. When you go to Igoba, as I'm talking to you, you see herdsmen. You see herdsmen with their cattle. That shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. And we have security.
All right, my dear listener, in case I just tuning in, you're listening to Panorama on Breeze 91.9 FM. And we are looking at Nigeria today. And with me is the senior pastor of the Awaiting the Second Coming of Jesus Christ Ministry, Pastor Adewale Giwa. Now, today's claims from some people, some eminent Nigerians, that religious leaders can assist the government in many ways, even beyond prayers for peaceful governance. How can this be achieved? That religious leaders can assist the government in many ways, even without beyond prayers for peaceful governance. So how can this be achieved?
This can be achieved, like me, when you follow me, I've been talking on happenings in Nigeria. At the same time, I have been proffering solutions to our problems in Nigeria. But the problem we are having is that the more you say it, the more they turn deaf ears to it. When I come out with a solution that government, see, this is the solution to our problem. I think when they are good leaders, when we have good leaders, they should be able to listen and take necessary steps. But they don't. That's the problem.
All right, now to the economy of the country today, because the economy affects you and I as an average Nigerian. Today, the country's economy is in dire state with a troubling poverty rate. Can we talk about what you think is the root cause of this, and if there is a way out of this situation soonest?
It's bad leadership. You could recall that the last administration during PDP, I'm not here to praise any party, please, because I'm not a politician. They were able to manage our economy to some extent. But when this administration took over the mantle of leadership, it seems that things have gone beyond the control. So, and that is why we are facing what we are facing today, because we do not have good leaders. That's why I said to you, when you go to the United States, you see how they run system over there. We say we are practicing the same system of government the United States is practicing, but it's a blatant lie. Because when you travel to the US, you will discover that they practice true federalism. What do I mean? Each state has its own law. Yes, each state has its own constitution. The federal government does not have any power over a state. But here in Nigeria, we say we are practicing federalism, but the federal government controls everything in Nigeria. It shouldn't be. So that is the problem. And that is where the problem is coming from.
All right, now let's look at some other challenges Nigeria is facing today. We'll talk about insecurity, now to economy. Now let's look at the rate of unemployment as it is today. What do you make of the rate of unemployment in Nigeria?
It's very bad. In the sense that we don't have private companies. Let me give you. I come from the United States. Why the US is progressing today is the fact that we have private companies apart from government, parastatals, or whatever it is. We need to have private companies. When we have private companies, that will provide jobs for unemployed people. And why we don't have private companies? We don't have good electricity. Because without that, nobody can invest in this country. So everything lies on leadership. I must confess to you. Can you imagine since 1960? Since 1960, no stable electricity. We have the vice president as a Christian. I was saying days ago, and let me repeat again. If Vice President Osibanjo happens to come from a church, by now I would have sacked him. For not coming out to say the truth. Because when you contribute, people will see the impact. If you contribute effectively, people will see the impact. I don't say impact of Osibanjo in anything, I must confess. If he happens to come from my church, by now, I would have sacked him.
What about if he's handicapped? You know, he has a boss.
If he's handicapped, his role as a pastor, a religious leader, he needs to come out and address Nigerians. Because nothing we brought, we came with nothing, we are going with nothing. Are you with me? As a pastor, as a religious leader, when you are incapacitated or handicapped, you have to come out and say and address Nigerians. Nigerians, look at what I'm presently going through. I can no longer be the vice president of this country due to this and that. Let him resign. And people will now say, oh, you have done well. But as it is, he has not done well and he's not doing well. I must confess.
All right, my dear listener, in case you want to join the conversation now, the studio lines are open. 081 0 in 5 places 936 or 0811 0 in 4 places 558. Hello, good evening to you.
Good evening, my freedom.
Thank you so much. Your name, please, and where you're calling from. All right, Pastor Babatunde.
The pastors, they are coming out in two colors. I'm hearing this pastor for the first time. And you see, we want pastors like this pastor to speak out. When you speak, they will not kill you where you speak. Let us continue to tell people the truth. This pastor is saying the truth now. We are hearing. when he gets to the pulpit, let him tell his congregation the truth. And not only that, let him mobilize people to vote. You see, it's not Nigeria now is democracy is on figures. But we see that Christians, I used to say it, I spent my lifetime in Lagos. I was working in WAEC before I went to higher institution. You see, if deeper life in Lagos, if Adeboye Church in Lagos, and all these big churches, Olukoya, if they come out and vote, we vote this fast food people out of the government in Nigeria. So we need, he's saying the truth. And before we can have justice in Nigeria, people must say the truth. And the people should not just keep quiet. Let me stop there. Thank you, Pastor Martin Dolabulu, for my talk story.
All right, Pastor, thank you so much for calling 0810 in 5 places 936 or 0811 0 in 4 places 558. While we await another caller, can you react to the submission of the last caller?
Well, he said the truth. He said the truth because if all of us could come together as one, then our leaders will sit right and they will think twice. But I saying the truth, another pastor is there commending the government. It doesn't work. Things will not go that way.
All right, we have another caller. Hello, good evening to you. Hello, good evening. Good evening, please turn down the radio, the volume on your radio set, please. Yes, it's okay. Your name, please, and where you're calling from. Hello, your name and your location, please.
I gratefully say that you allow our father-in-law speak like this, speak like this. Oh my God, this is the first time in my life I hear this is very good truth. All radio, this is one of the first in this radio that you allow man of God to say the truth about this present government. Now, the problem we have in this country after Amadelo Astiwe Obafemi is a lack of good leadership. Our father-in-law says the truth all day. I'm supposed to say now. The problem we see have till tomorrow is a lack of good leadership. If you want this country to benefit, all citizens benefit our resources. In fact, when one of my sons in the Lord speak to me from about Ghana, I'm weak about this country. Because, hello?
Hello, you're on. Hello, you're on, please. Hello, you're on. Oh, we lost that. You can call us back 0810 in 5 places 936 or 0811 0 in 4 places 558. All right, Pastor Giwa, you've been talking about bad leadership and all that. What about the followers? We are the ones that go out on election day and vote for the candidates of our choice. Are we saying we didn't choose right now?
Oh, let me tell you this. They figure electorates out very well. I mean politicians. When you vote for them, they spend 4 years. Let me use governors as case study.
Okay.
They spend 4 years. Some of them will not even do anything in 2 years. When it gets to 3 years, the third year of the administration, they come out and say, please, we have 5,000 naira for you. if you can vote for me, they lie again, they deceive them. You know, our case is just like monkeys and banana. When a monkey is hungry and it sees bananas, you know, it will grab that banana instantly. That is what is going on between the electorate and the politicians. They make us suffer. They make us suffer very well. Maybe for like 3 years, they make us suffer. Then when they start campaigning, they push out money. Then we rush. We rush it because we do not have options. That is why we are rushing to get that money and voting for them. It's not like that in the US. Because we have a good standard in the United States. There's no good standard in Nigeria. And we have to change that standard.
All right, we still have another caller here. Hello, good evening to you. Hello, good evening. All right, you can call us back 0810 in 5 places 936 or 08110 in 4 places 558. 081 0 in 5 places 936. Okay. Hello, good evening to you. All right, Pastor, let's have your take.
Our Reverend Gentleman in the studio, how our governors, they have punished us. You see, they have just finished election in local government election in Ekiti. They said 6 parties participated in Ekiti, where we have Professor Aluko, Professor Adiworo, Professor Odidere, and just one party won all the seat, except one now that is still controversial. You see, it's very funny, very, very funny. You see, this governor, they don't, I don't know, they think that they don't, as a graduate of 1980, if somebody will now think I will put myself upside down and think, in those states now, we are yet to get 6 Ojukefa. And no governor is talking to the people in those states. All these governors, they have enslaved us. They should release us and tell us the facts. Thank you, Pastor Babatu from Atoti.
Your reaction to that before I ask the next question, please.
Yes. Like I said, when you look at our population, it's over 200 million. We don't need to deceive ourselves. What we need right now is disintegration. Like I said, it will permanently solve our problems. Like he said the truth and nothing but the truth. So that is just it.
Hello, good evening to you. Good evening, your name please and your location. All right, thank you, Mr. Temidire. Let's have your comment, please.
Thank our gentle pastor who is with you there. The bane of this nation is corruption. In Nigeria today, you can buy anything. Even when a governor is doing the work, killing the people of the state, he will be getting award for being the best. He will be buying award for being the greatest governor that ever exists. You see, now you can see local government elections throughout Nigeria is a mockery of democracy, a mockery of good governance. In any local government, the government in power will win all the local governments. They select and not elect. They don't vote. You can buy votes, you can buy awards, you can buy certificates, you can buy every human being. In those days, we used to hear that today you can buy human being anywhere, anytime. This is the problem of Nigeria. We believe too much in money. And our politicians, these are our bad politicians, they have studied us. They know this. And that is why when election is coming, they will kill us with hunger. They will kill us with everything. So that as soon as the election starts, everybody will be coming out to money and vote for them.
All right,
So
thank
God
you.
will bless.
Thank you. Thank you. Amen. God bless you too. Thank you so much. Would you love to react to that?
Yeah.
We talked about corruption, which he said has eaten deep into Nigeria's system.
Yeah, the Bible says when the foundation is destroyed, what can the righteous do? So our foundation is bad. So we cannot address that without division. Because when we divide, we have our own constitution. Are you with me? We will sit down and draft our constitution. This is what we want. Not this is what the whole Nigeria wants. But this is what we want, then we can be able to address that corruption. We can be able to address unemployment. We can be able to address so many issues when we disintegrate. So that is just it.
As it is today, when you ask an average Nigerian that do we have an honest, can we still say some people that are honest, that are still politicians, is there an honest politician? They will say no, we don't have any politician, even if the person has been honest before. Now joining politics now is something else. Don't we still have good ones? We are the good ones. Why are they not joining politics? Why are they not coming out to run for post or election?
They will not allow good ones to be there. I'm telling you, they will not allow good ones to be there. If a good one happens to be there, if he's not careful, they might eliminate him. Because when they tell you, you are surrounded by psychopaths, we will praise you. You are doing well. You are doing well because of what they want to get from you. Not really that you are doing well, but because they want to get something from you, then they start praising it. So we have sycophants, and those sycophants cannot be able to allow the good ones, to come out and perform. That's it, just.
But even if the good ones comes out, okay, I'm vying for this position. We Nigerians, are you assuring me now or our listeners now that we will vote?
If good ones do not have money,
That's the clause.
yes, if the good ones do not have money, the electorate will not vote for them. Because the system is bad now, to the extent that if any politician comes out, if I'm the electorate, I will ask him, how much do you want to give me? I want to vote for you. So the system is bad. We have to address that. And in order to address that, we have to disintegrate.
All right, we have another caller. Hello, good evening to you. All right.
China. We have borrowed a lot of money corporately. If we want to say, how do we settle that one? Let me ask that the pastor in the in-house to say something on it. How do we settle all this debt that we have put our head on corporately as the federal government, and is binding on us? Some people did some calculations the other time. They said the amount which each individual is throwing, even those in their village who don't know what government is the amount is just too much. How are we going to put our neck off from this debt? Thank you.
All right.
Let me react to that. We advise this present government when they keep borrowing. We say no. You cannot keep borrowing when we don't even see the impact of what you are borrowing money on. We don't see the impact. So why you keep borrowing money? They have sold this country. And we cannot get out of it. Let me tell you, we cannot get out of it. Because in 2023 election now, they want to produce their people. When they bring their people, they put them in the position, the people will cover them all.
We have another caller. Hello, good evening to you. Hello, good evening to you. All right. Prophet Femi from Owo. Thank you. All right, go ahead.
I want you to bring our father-in-law back again. Please, if it's possible, I want my father-in-law to call him over, please. Because this genuine, this man of God talking very and is listening. Now, the problem we still have till tomorrow until we produce a good leadership that working in righteousness, mercy, and love. For example, why we are traveling to Europe? Because they have a very good leadership. Let me give you one of example. One of my children is going to America. He likes staying in America. He speaks something to me, until we have that thing in leadership here. Now, the village, the life president youth in America is only àwọn tó ń gbé ní village àwọn alábọ̀ still use the same life, the same water, the same road, the same medicine, good health, everything. So the only our solution here, if we are like to produce a good leadership until tí Ọlọ́run bá là Nigeria kọjá, that's the only solution. God bless Nigeria.
All right, thank you so much, Prophet Femi from over there. It says the problem is from our leaders, but we, the followers, are the ones collecting money when it's time to vote. And how do we identify a good leader? Over to you, Pastor, before we go on Panorama today.
Well, the Bible says, by their fruit we shall know them. So when, when this present president of Nigeria came out, somebody like me came out and addressed Nigerians. I want Nigerians that the person you are about to vote for, you have to check his record, antecedent, what he has done, what he did when he was a leader in this country. But Nigerians did not listen. They all went and voted for this president. Even I could recall that in some churches, I don't want to mention names, the general overseers instructed members that, do you come with your voter's card? They say yes. Okay. Election is about maybe a week to this time. You all go out there and vote for the All Progressives Congress. Vote for President so. They had to listen. They voted. That is what we are experiencing now. The result is what we are experiencing now. It is only God that can send a leader like Ehud in Judges chapter 3 that can deliver this country from the oppressed. Because I prefer to be a slave under my people to be a slave under the foreigner.
All right, thank you so much, my dear listener. You've been listening to this week's edition of Panorama, where we talk the state of the nation every week, and today we looked at the state of Nigeria. Today we looked into one to two, three sectors of the country today. And with me in the studio has been a man of God, Pastor Giwa, who is the senior pastor of the Awaiting the Second Coming of Jesus Christ Ministry. Thank you so much for coming on the program today.
Thank you, moderator.
All right, and before we go, I'd like to appreciate those who called in and those who joined us via our Facebook page. Olagundoye Babatunde from Ijori, thank you. Temidire from Atipere, thank you. And Prophet Femi from Owo. I appreciate your call. Thanks to everyone that listened to this edition. It returns next Monday, same time, same station. Ayola Fatou is my name. Have a lovely evening and do not change the dial. Bye for now.
Nigerians now never, whether love it or lose it forever. Nigerians now never, rather love it and keep it for good.